What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great weekend. I knew the Clippers were on the path to a national catastrophe that could prove fatal. And what happened? Once again, this team choked away another one. It never fails with the Clippers, right? Just when you start to believe they're getting better, they do this. They do this crap. Lose the series, choke away big games, an encouraging performance, a good game one night, a discouraging performance, and an awful game the next night. When you make the playoffs every year and disappear in the worst possible way, there's got to be a silver lining for the Clippers. I can go on all day about the Clippers. You can't trust them. Their inconsistency drives you crazy. Too much lethargy from their star players. You didn't have Kawhi. You know, he was watching on the bench like always. The man's always on the bench dressed in street clothes. 4 superstars on one team, and you still couldn't get the job done. This is not really news because they get eliminated every year. It's a normal routine for the Clippers. Same old story. Another bust year. And listen, I just want to say this. I want to say this. I want to clarify something. LA will never be a Clippers town. Okay? I want to just say that. I want to say this. The Clippers are a damn liquidation sale. Okay? They're a liquidation sale. Everything must go. Damn it, put up a for sale sign. It's time to clean house. And the first Clipper who can go is Kawhi. He's just a certified bench warmer, wasting people's valuable, precious time and money. I kid you not. You gotta park an ambulance nearby for Kawhi. I can't believe I was oddly confident in this team. You know, when I said Paul George and James Harden were unstoppable. Now, I did pick the Mavs to win, but damn, the Clippers could have made this series more competitive by showing more heart. I mean, in game 4, I believe it was, they showed a lot of promise, and then they suddenly went missing. They were nowhere in the building. This is why you can't trust them. So many teams in sports put on a facade, and the Clippers are one of them. True colors always will prevail. And once again, the Clippers revealed to the world that they are choke artists. You don't have to lie or put on a facade to be more popular than your big brothers, the Lakers. Just be you, damn it. Can't even do that because the Clippers want to be the Lakers so damn bad. This is Laker Nation, not Clipper Nation. You know, they assembled this team the way the Lakers would assemble theirs. Even had a former Laker on their roster in Russell Westbrook, which surprisingly, he found his role with the Clippers and had been solid for them. But their owner, Steve Ballmer, just needs to blow it up. Blow it up. Just blow this team completely up. Start completely over. You know, try something new because this superstar stuff it just isn't working. It ain't working. Clipper Nation, if there is a Clipper Nation, thought they had popcorn bags, right? They thought this was going to be an entertaining series and all that. They had bags there to throw up in. They vomited all over themselves. This team, as is, was never making it to the NBA Finals. Not without Kawhi. He was the major piece missing. And Paul George, you know, to me, he doesn't integrate himself in the offense as much as his talent level would indicate. I feel like he's just too damn passive at times. And good Lord, what the hell happened to Russell Westbrook? Since he got ejected in game 3, he's been a no-show. I guess he thought he was still wearing the purple and gold uniform. You ultimately watched Paul George struggle to find his shot with the season on the line in game 6 when they needed him to show up the most. He couldn't stay out of foul trouble. That was a big thing with him in this series. And because of that, he could never really get in rhythm because he couldn't stay out on the court. And man, did he get roasted. He was promptly roasted by fans on social media. He was the subject of memes and everything. Not surprising at all. You put two of the biggest playoff chokers together, this was bound to happen, folks. This is what's going to happen. You saw it happen. You have a bunch of guys playing passive. Kawhi and PG at times in this series, when Kawhi did play, didn't even attempt to play aggressive. They did the Mavericks a favor by basically handing them victories and not necessarily making them earn them. Much like any choke artist, James Harden puts up a clunker in game 6, 7 points? Really? That's all you good for, bro? 7 points? Really? He only finished with 7 points? See, that's what I'm talking about with him. He can't be trusted. Seems like for every 2 shots he makes, he misses one badly and has an off night when his team is on the brink of elimination. And it's always in an elimination game. This dude completely folds. He has anxiety or something going on. I don't know. Harden and George were outstanding in game 4. They get the momentum back and come back home and play that bad? What a terrible start to a basketball game that ended up as a dud game. The game was over by halftime. A dud for sure, but wasn't pleasantly surprising when you know their history and what usually happens every time this team plays in the playoffs. I don't think it's possible to get a duo more destined for a playoff disappointment than this one. At the end of the day, they got a guy who plays basketball and disappears. Then you got a player who likes to collect a paycheck but would rather load manage. Game 6 felt so lifeless. There was one less dependable body in the lineup. That would be Kawhi Leonard. This was a game where they needed their superstar behind Harden and PG. With Kawhi, without Kawhi, the Clippers are always plagued by injuries, leading to inconsistent play and heavy reliance on other guys. Kawhi Leonard is your star. He's absolutely somebody you can't rely on. He's unreliable. He's never healthy. And when he is healthy, he's still missing games due to load management to prevent injury. He's not available for 45% of regular season games. He's not available for 30% of the playoff games. He misses games when it counts the most. And so with him sidelined, now you have to rely on other players to come through who are not nearly as elite as he is, or gifted offensively as he is. They can score, but they're not as prolific as he is because he's the face of the team. Paul George is showing up one day. One day he's not. James Harden is remarkable one day. One day he isn't. It's as if the man is not even in the building. Always during the playoffs, Harden is a no-show. They're 4-9 in playoff games where James Harden scores 10 or less points. That was absolutely ridiculous last night. That was absolutely embarrassing. They got blown out last night. Embarrassed. Come on now. They had no energy, no fight, no enthusiasm. It's as if they completely gave up on themselves. It didn't matter. And then when you have a prolific scorer like James Harden and he doesn't show up, I have a problem with that. I mean, this is one of the most prolific scorers we've ever seen. And you always do this in the playoffs where you just don't show up. You don't have those nights where you explode and go off. You have maybe maybe 1 or 2 nights in the series where you do it, and then the rest of the series you're not there. I don't know. But I do know one thing: the Clippers need to blow this thing up. This offseason, they need to blow the entire team up. Kawhi doesn't need to be back with the team. James Harden doesn't need to be back with the team. Just start over, get younger, get better, build through the draft, acquire pieces in trades, get, younger pieces. I don't know, do something. But you can't possibly keep this team together after this catastrophic event that we witnessed last night. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys. We'll talk soon. Peace.